Why do you think you're more important? Your carbon footprint doesn't matter, but everybody else around the world.
Listen, now it's finished, please.
Why can't I ask him questions? Please. Who are you?
How dare you?
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. So there's the scene out of Batman where the Joker is talking to all of the gang members and mafia bosses who won't fight Batman. He goes, "What's wrong with you? Did your balls fall off?" And this is my question to journalists. What's wrong with all of you? Did your balls fall off? Did you ever have balls? I know you used to, but did you get castrated or something? Did you get a vasectomy and they just snipped it all off? Yo, like, why don't reporters ask actual questions anymore? Oh, wait until Donald Trump's office and they'll all scream, "You're racist!" But then, like, as soon as there's a Democrat standing in front of them, even if it's Hunter Biden or any, like, whoever it may be, you never get a question that is actually forceful, that actually gets to the root of why you are a journalist. The reason why you're a journalist, let me educate this to you, is to protect the people, not power. But now all journalists are cucked little fealty on your knees, ball gag in mouth, in a gimp suit, on a leash for whoever happens to be pulling the leash. Jeff Bezos, major multinational corporations, publicly traded companies, and the journalists just dutifully gimp around on behalf of the powerful, with the exception of very few journalists out there. Rebel News is one of the organizations who ask real questions of the powerful. And by the way, Rebel News has it way worse than we do down here stateside because they are from Canada. In Canada, there's literally laws on the books to jail people who do stuff like this. Canada is a fully fascistic state under Justin Trudeau. I think it'll change, but nonetheless, as it sits right now, in Canada, you need like a license to go and start a podcast, okay? Yet, Rebel News still exists, and Rebel News is out asking tough questions. This is Rebel News' reporting from Davos. Of course, there's no greater hive of scum and villainy than Davos, Switzerland, for the World Economic Forum gathering. And inside of Davos, there's some of the worst cretins available to reporters just wandering down the street, like John Kerry. "Hey, John Kerry, you spend tens of millions of dollars a year on private jet travel. How do you square that with your green energy climate agenda?" There's only one person who had the cojones to actually ask, ladies and gentlemen. And his name is Avi. Avi Yemeni is a reporter for Rebel News, and he was quite the rebel, or maybe just a journalist, and decided to ask John Kerry some questions. And what happened next was he got literally manhandled by John Kerry's security. An attack on the press! It's hilarious. Enjoy.
What's the carbon footprint of these events every single year that you come here? You think it's worth it? Peasants pay for your crimes?
That's a stupid question.
Is it really? Is it more stupid than you traveling here to tell us? Please don't. Sorry?
We're done.
I want to stop here for just one moment, like before Avi gets manhandled. This is a great question. Why? There are like hundreds of private jets that fly in to Davos, Switzerland, burning untold tons of carbon, pouring it directly into the environment. So why would you do an event like that? Why not just do the whole thing over Zoom? Like if you actually cared about the environment. How about the amount of waste that is spent on events like this? Food, trash, washing, the linens, and so forth. I mean, prostitution like skyrockets during these events. There's tons of reports about that. So like lots of bed sheets need to be washed, and World Economic Forum. Ugh. So how about that? Nothing. This is actually a great line of questioning. John Kerry saying it's stupid. Oh, okay. Attack on the press.
Are done now.
There's an attack on the press.
Grab me. You can't grab us. This is a free society, mate. We have freedom of the press. Why do you think you're more important? Your carbon footprint doesn't matter, but everybody else around the world.
Suggested that. Nobody ever suggested that. Don't make up stupid questions.
You being here suggests that.
A stupid question.
You being here every single year and doing this? suggest that.
And I have done a huge amount.
Listen. Now
submission.
it's finished. Please.
Why can't I ask him questions? Who are you? Why are you trying to bully me out of us?
No. So please.
That doesn't. A lot of people say no to a lot of the policies and agendas he pushes. They don't get a choice. So why can't we ask him a question in a public space? Can you not touch me?
Look at that. Look at how he's being manhandled. Look at how Avi's being manhandled. You can see right here. Look at the hand literally on his microphone pushing him away. I wonder if Jim Acosta will reach into his bag, find his bottle of Xanax, find his hair dye and his Ozempic, and then find his journalism pen and write another tome about an attack on the free press based on what the interaction happening here with Avi. You know, I've never seen a reporter get manhandled around Donald Trump, right? Like, so I've never seen any person on the Trump campaign grab a reporter's microphone and throw him away. Yet here we are.
Ask him a question in a public space. Can you not touch me? Can you not touch me? No, I'm happy.
Wait.
So answer. We can walk
I
nicely.
answered your question.
What did you answer?
Please respect
Thank you
the
so
no.
I
much.
don't even know what you're at.
I don't know. Sir.
Listen, that's all right. We're walking to the meeting.
Okay, thanks.
You're a bunch of. Why are you working so hard to protect such a criminal? That's right, criminals. Why are you protecting criminals? There you go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Rebel News, such an incredible company. Big fans of everything that they do. John Kerry spends millions and millions and millions a year in order to fill the coffers of his climate czar office. Climate czar John Kerry's office costs the American taxpayers nearly $5 million in salary per year. The State Department refuses to disclose further information because it would result in a reasonably foreseeable harm. Why would it result in harm? Why exactly would it result in harm? To have some insight into how this man is spending $5 million. And it's definitely on facelifts, part of it. But it's also definitely on him flying private all around the world to combat climate change. And when you ask him about it, he gets so angry.
On that issue, pollution, I understand that you came here with a private jet. Is that an environmental way to travel?
If you offset your carbon, it's the only choice for somebody like me who is traveling the world to win this battle. I negotiated the Paris Accords for the United States. I've been involved in this fight for years. I negotiated with President Xi to bring President Xi to the table so we could get Paris. And I believe the time it takes me to get somewhere, I can't sail across the ocean. I have to fly to meet with people and get things done.
Wait, you can't sail across the ocean? Didn't Greta Thunberg? Didn't she sail across the ocean? You're better than Greta? Yes, John Kerry says. John Kerry says, we must transition away from fossil fuels except for the ones that power my private jet at the taxpayer expense. John Kerry talking about the acidification of the ocean and rising sea waters. Well, what does that mean? Does that mean John Kerry is going to sell his multiple mansions on the ocean? Of course not. Of course not. He would never do such a thing. John Kerry, Barack Obama, all of the people in Martha's Vineyard, everyone who has made fortunes off of global warming hysteria, not selling their beach houses. Isn't that interesting? Still getting mortgages on those beach houses. I'm not retiring, John Kerry says. He's leaving his climate envoy position to go work for the Joe Biden campaign full time. Because this is the face. This is the face that's going to really sell the votes. This is the face. This face couldn't even beat George W. Bush. This is the face that's going to definitely sell the votes for Joe Biden. I'm not retiring, folks. I want to make that clear. I'm shifting my efforts. Really? Interesting. Republicans are shifting efforts to defund John Kerry. The Republicans don't have any balls either, so I doubt this will actually happen, though good for Chip Roy, I guess, for trying. Nonetheless, John Kerry is trying as hard as he can himself, and this is commendable, to show us the way, right? John Kerry is doing his best to show us that there is a green energy future for all of us through gas renewables. What I mean by that is him crapping his pants live on TV. So John Kerry crapped his pants at an event in Dubai right? There's already enough gas in Dubai. John Kerry, you don't have to prove anything about this. But what was that, John Kerry? Listen to this clip.
Transitioning out of coal, there shouldn't be any more coal-fired power plants permitted anywhere in the world. That's how you can do something for health. And the reality is that we're not doing it. So, you know, the measure here is really sounding the alarm bell. I find myself getting more and more militant because I do not understand how adults who are in position of responsibility can be avoiding responsibility for taking away those things that are killing people on a daily basis.
Hear that? Did you hear it?
Be avoiding responsibility for taking away those things that are killing people on a daily basis. And the daily basis. And the
Those are good microphones. They can pick up just a little bit. And, you know, good for John Kerry. Again, good for John Kerry. Not the private jet. He definitely doesn't believe what he preaches. Doesn't practice what he preaches with the private jet use. But at the very least, he's doing his best to show where renewable natural gas could possibly come from on stage by crapping his own pants live on stage, which is what happens to you when you're like 85, which is how old John Kerry is. This is how delinquent and how truly like banal these people are. They clearly wish to leave the world. John Kerry is 85 years old. They wish to leave the world. Klaus Schwab is 85 years old. George Soros is 92 years old. Joe Biden is 81 years old. Nancy Pelosi is 82 years old. These people clearly wish to leave the world, a world they'll never see, right? Just the way it goes, right? 10 years from now, not going to be around. No, just, I mean, that's just the arithmetic, okay? I don't wish anything, I don't wish no harm on anyone, but that's simply the arithmetic, okay? They're not going to be around to see it. And so they're doing their very best to make sure that their grandkids live in hell. They're doing their very best to make sure that we have no food, no fuel, no lights, no heat, no energy. I just came from Iowa, negative 50 degrees. Let me tell you, shove it up yours, dude. And it sounds like you do because you just farted on stage. But for real, like, nah. No, just going to say, nah. These people are cowards. They're hypocrites. And until they all sell their beach homes on the water, I'm not going to really believe them, to be quite honest. If you also believe that John Kerry should be forced to sell his multiple mansions and live inside of the pods and eat the bugs and live the way that they want us to live, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel and stay exceedingly based.